Quiche Lorraine. It's a French tart with a filling made of cream, eggs, and bacon or ham in an open pastry case. The ingredients and the instructions are listed in the description below, and if you'd like to support my channel and see my videos again, please click on that subscribe button and ideally hit the bell button. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. This is the most delicious dish to eat, and it's simple to make. In this video, it's myself and my daughter making this dish. So, short crust pastry, any kind of pastry you can get your hands on would do. Get your dish, remove the base, put it on your pastry, and then cut it out with a little bit of a border. Then just lay it on top, and then bring your case in and drop it in. It'll fold itself kind of automatically. Now you're gonna have to go in here and, I wouldn't say pleat, but just kind of tidy it up so that the pastry is against the side of the container. Just like tuck it in there, okay? You can trim it if it's too big as well. You do need to have 2 additional strips. You're gonna have to wet the side of your pastry, just a little bit of water to help them stick together, and then this will go against the side of your container like this. All right, just be patient. Ideally your pastry is going to be cool. It's not going to get a bit kind of soft and floppy and warm. So you just tuck it in there like that, okay? Because we're going to put in quite a bit of cheese and a few other things, and we're going to have that little bit of extra height. Now you're going to need 6 whole eggs. Now you can put in milk here, or you can put in cream. Depends on what you want to do. Like, do you want like a heavy quiche, lots of calories, or maybe a slightly lighter quiche? Here you get in your black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon, and your salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon. Yeah, give it a good mix. This doesn't take too long at all. You know, you're basically making up a kind of custard here. Yeah, an actual custard. This is what a lot of people refer to it as. Now you might say that this recipe isn't authentic, but there are dozens of variations, so just don't worry about it. So there's the ham, which was cut up in squares. 1 cup of cooked ham, 1.5 cups of probably Gruyere cheese and cheddar. Use whatever you want though, although they are the classic cheese choices. And then give it a mix. So you want to make sure it's like a homogeneous mixture. There aren't like chunks of or little pockets of cheese somewhere. There isn't like pockets of ham. Just make sure everything is reasonably mixed. While you're doing this, be careful. Try not to like flick it out of the bowl onto the countertop by accident. And there's your custardy mixture. And again, mix it in carefully. Don't go wild here. We don't want this stuff flying everywhere. It's already looking really good. Looks really good. Now I must say, we did reserve some cheese, just a couple of tablespoons. Okay, look how it looks. Look how good that looks. Now you pour it in here. We're going to give it a little shake as well. We're going to spread it out and give it a little shake. Now you can see here I'm shaking it too much. My teenage daughter's going to say stop now. Stop. Brilliant. Alright, so once you got everything in there, sorry about the camera, that was me, tuck down the edges. It's nice to have a little bit of an edge with your quiche. Alright, this will be nice and brown, and it'll be give a little bit of structure. As you can see here now, we had a little bit too much. We could have trimmed it a little bit before we did this, but it's okay, right? A little bit of pastry crust never hurt anybody. So as I said, you need to reserve some of your shredded cheese, whether that's cheddar or Gruyere. Looks good, huh? Now would be a good idea to turn on that oven. I had fan and probably 200 or something like that. And we reserved a little bit more, and then we're just kind of sprinkling some on top. You don't have to do this, but it just gives it some visual appeal. Now this will be very hot because it came from a hot place. crack open your splittable case. Now, one thing you can do here is slide it onto maybe a wooden chopping board. Now, we're going to be very, very careful here. We're going to cut into this quiche while it's still on this like non-stick metal surface. We don't want to damage that, so be very, very careful. Look at that. It looks so good, huh? Yeah, use a cake slice or whatever you want to call it. Look at that beautiful ham, onion, egg, Gruyere cheese combination.